are very talented artists for all the deliverables we have for each release. And for this release, that's armor, weapons, ships, sparrows, ghosts, UI, effects, and world art.
Cool. Well, that's all the reveals we had planned today. So tune in next week when we're not kidding. We're gonna drill down into all of those things. We're gonna show people exactly what you mean, what you created. Last week we saw the new world art in the Prison of Elders and how that looks different now that it has been infested with Taken. So that was one of the things that you worked on.
Yes, we Takenated that.
Takenified?
Takenized.
Takenized?
Oh,
We'll debate that throughout the show because there are a number of things that have been takenized. Takenified.
Took.
Yeah. Okay. And then Brenton, you're a designer on the live team.
Yes.
Designer means so many different things at Bungie and to people across the world that make games. What does it mean for you?
For me, it's kind of whatever I'm thrown into for a given update. For this update, I helped Tim Williams put together the 16-week programming for the Challenge of Elders. I helped put together a lot of the items that we're going to show off today. And I do things like fix bugs, like the Taken raid ghost that you can't see in your preview screen. You can do that after the April update, including the Crimson Days shells as well.
Hey, cool. Yeah. So just one of the game updates, one of the quality of life improvements on its way to players and their controller-wielding hands.
Yep. Soon
in the post-April update world. So if the Challenge of Elders is a foreign concept to you, if you missed our stream last week, you should definitely go check out our YouTube channel after the stream, because you don't want to miss this. But we actually dove down into the Prison of Elders last week, played in the Challenge of Elders, and experienced the activity that will guarantee a weapon or a piece of armor, depending on how well you score. What we're going to do this week is we're going to take a look at those pieces of armor, and we're going to take a look at those weapons, and we're going to take a look at the things that you as a Guardian earn when you're brave, when you're efficient, and when you kick ass in awesome ways in Destiny. So, in order to do that, let's visit the reef again, shall we?
All right.
Let's do it.
So here we are. I have been equipped, for the sake of demonstration purposes, with a fantastic Dead Orbit Warlock, wearing some new armor. And we're going to take a look at the entire spring line. And in order to help me accomplish that, I have a fabulous fire team in the form of you two jokers. So in the role of our new Monarchy Titan, we have Keith.
That's me.
So Keith Bachman will be our Titan for today. And you are all aglow in some ways that we will talk about. And Brenton, you're also looking fancy as a future war cult hunter. And I see this golden yellow glow that's coming off of your armor. So we have a lot to show off today. We have a lot to talk about. We have some new ways to customize our Guardians. So let's do that. You know what? Before we do that, I want to keep a promise. So you can see I have icons here that are beckoning me to come and check out some of the different vendors in the reef. We made a promise last week that we would see what's on the Postmaster. But before we do that, because today is all about checking out the fashions and checking out the character art that we've created in the game, I'm going to invoke my settings menu. And just to let us focus on the things that are on the screen, I'm going to come down to accessibility. And if there is a Fran Mirabella in the audience of IGN's Fire Team chat, I'm absolutely sure that I want to deactivate my HUD. This is something we talked about when I was on their couch in Germany for Gamescom. And as you can see, my HUD has been disabled. If we were out in the wild, I would have no aiming reticle. I would have no weapon or armor icons. And here I have no prompts to go and check out the vendors. So it's just us and the art and the world of the game. Of course, the user interface provides you with some important information, so you can take that and you can make it a little bit more transparent. So if you're working with a plasma TV, or if you're working with a device that is prone to burn-in, you can minimize the risk there. And in this case, if you're a content creator and you love to take screenshots or you love to make your own videos, we can give you a slightly more cinematic experience to enable that. So thanks so much to the user interface team. I think it was Andrew Davis who did some work on that.
That it was.
So yeah, many backs to pat if you want to do that. And as we make our way through the reef, talk to me about some of the different other world art changes that were made. This jumps out at me, first of all.
We brought the abandoned quest kiosk to the reef and integrated it with the environment, so you don't have to go all the way back to the tower anymore to pick up something you forgot.
Cool, okay. And this system, as you can see, is going to remind me that my HUD has been disabled every time I come out of my inventory menu, so don't panic and bear with us, because you'll see that a few times. It's just, in case I forget that I've done that and I come back and I'm like, oh my God, where's my guns? Where's my ammo? But I digress. So let's come down this way, and we're going to put on a fashion show. So this will be our runway for today, bathed in the beautiful light of the reef. And we've got a lot of different armor to debut. And so you guys are going to give me a good sense of what the inspirations were for the different ways in which Guardians are going to become unique and more powerful, like special snowflakes that can kick your ass. And I guess she's going to help us judge the fashion show, or she's just going to walk away. Yeah, we're conducting some official business here. So if you could just go about your way, clear the set, because we are going to welcome 3 Guardians, and they're going to come out of Xur's secret hideout. And the first thing we're going to take a look at is the Heliopause line for Dead Orbit. So please join us on the runway and show us what you got. There you go. Brand new for spring is new armor, courtesy of Dead Orbit. So I can see that each one of these Guardians has a special glow. The Warlock is bathed in this beautiful blue light. No, I do not want to wrestle right now. Thank you so much. And then we've got, that's extremely rude. That's, the hunters are always kind of arrogant, It's that roguish sensibility. And then we've got, last but certainly not least, the Titan, who doesn't want my dreams to be dreams. So talk to me about the fact that we've got this red glow, the yellow glow, and the blue glow. What's at work there?
So this is the new Chroma system. It's from our Golden Age technology. It's a new system in the world that lets our Guardians further customize themselves. What it is it's per armor piece.
Okay.
And we have 4 colors that will go into it, and these colors are going to be there regardless of what shader you put on your Guardian.
Okay, cool. All right, Guardians, thank you so much. You're looking fabulous. Go ahead, and up next, we're going to take a look at the new Monarchy line. So you said that the Chroma selections that we make are per armor piece. So
yes.
The Guardians that we were just looking at were unified. The Warlock glowed blue on every armor piece, but you can change that out.
All personal choice.
All personal choice. So I can have red gauntlets, I can have a blue helmet, I can have a white chest piece.
Absolutely.
What are all the colors that we've added?
We have white, yellow, blue, and red.
All right. Very good. All right. So we'll keep the fashion show rolling here. Up next, let's show what we have for New Monarchy. Looking good, looking good. So here's our Warlock. Awkwardly dancing at the Christmas party. Here's our Hunter. And here is our Titan. Whoa, let me get out of the way of that. And nice kick. So, looking mean, looking fancy. And thank you so much. Up next, we're going to take a look at the infinite fashionability of future War Cult.
So with the Chroma colors, we really wanted to give everyone an ability to express themselves. So we went with a neutral color, and then we went around the color wheel so that we could give everyone a very diverse range of emotions and feelings and customization to their characters.
So I see here that you have selected white Chroma to complement your New Monarchy Titan. And when we think about New Monarchy, all of their shaders are red. So if someone's a die-hard New Monarchy fan and they want to wear a red shader, pardon me, on their outfit, but they're using white Chroma, what happens?
The Chroma stays there. It's actually 2 different customization systems.
Okay.
So once you apply a Chroma to an armor piece, irregardless of what shader you put on the entire character, those 2 systems are independent. So the shader will we'll continue to change the armor, but the Chroma will stay there.
Okay. And Brenton, we're going to hear from you all about how we acquire these things and how we manage these systems.
Yep.
But before we do that, we still have some new armor to take a look at. So I believe Future War Cult is up next. So Guardians, come on out and strike a pose. Here we go. The martial fabulousness of New Monarchy. Here we go. The Hunter bathed in red. Mind. Well, what is that? What, that was the. I don't know. And we've got our Titan doing some clubbing. Yeah. So the gear really does pop. You can see these accents, and from far away. I don't know if you'd want to use this in the Crucible because, like, here I am. But certainly in the tower, and out in the world when you're enjoying a raid with your friends. You can dress yourself up in these signal flares.
Not confirmed.
Good stuff.
Please restate.
Okay, up next, we're going to take a look at the Desolate line. So, guys, when we first unveiled the April update content, the first screenshots that we shared, and when we started teasing the fact that we were going to put on these shows, we did show what looked like Taken Guardians.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the instant assumption was that there was a Taken shader. Taken shader was what we saw, on all the forums and on Twitter. But the Desolate line of armor is actually, as I just said, a line of armor where you have to put that look together using all the different pieces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's much more of a collectible system. So we really wanted to really hit the Taken look. So what we did is we went through and we needed to make it armor.
Yep.
And the nice thing about it, it's collectible.
Let's bring it out. Let's bring out the Desolate line. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So it's a collection system?
Yes. This is...
There they are.
Oh, yeah.
Confirmed.
You can just see that evil Taken energy boiling from the top of their heads.
Yep.
Here's our Titan.
And they've accessorized with one of our new strike uniques on their back there.
So there's Taken effect weapons as well. They look like Taken weapons, but they operate like human weapons.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they can get that from a strike?
From the new Winter's Run.
Ah, okay. Okay, cool. And do we have the emote that goes along with this armor set?
Yeah, so when you finish collecting the set,
Oh my, look at them.
you unlock
Yeah.
the Taken Jitter emote.
Not
Awesome.
Please try again.
All right, thank you very much, Guardians. The final line that we'll look at is the new Spectar line of armor, which is designed with the Chroma system in mind. It's brand new for this April update. Yeah?
That's right. This is never before seen armor. It's a new release. And we integrated the Chroma system with this set of armor first.
All right, well, Guardians, if you're ready, come on out, and we'll take a look at the Spectre line, brand new for spring. I think they're still getting dressed. I'll give them just a
Give
moment.
them some privacy.
Yeah, this is the fashion life, man. There we go, and there they are. Oh, this is what I'm looking forward to. Check out that Warlock. Okay, all right, there we go. I'm not worthy of that. On your feet. We're both Warlocks after all. Check that out. That's exactly what I'm looking for, is that robe right there. But you look nice also, Hunter.
Interference detected. Switching.
God, everyone's so reverential all of a sudden. And then the Titan, those nice rounded lines. It's nice and organic. Mind blown. Show us the mind blown one more time. Mind blown! So talk to us about the inspirations here.
Starting off with the Hunter, it's a cold weather set of gear. As you can see, we've got a nice quilted cape, fringe around it, and it's all for the cold weather. With the Titan, as opposed to my set, it's much more organic and rounded, but still being a full-plated system.
Yep.
And with the Warlock, we went for large graphical shapes and a streamlined look.
Cool. All right, Guardians. You all look absolutely fantastic. We look forward to seeing these fashions on display in the tower and out in the wild. Thank you so much for participating in the stream today. And let's go back upstairs.
Let's do it.
So now that we've seen all of this new gear that we want to earn, there's all sorts of questions. How do I get that stuff? What level will that stuff be? How do I infuse that stuff? So we need to answer those questions. And Brenton, as somebody who is a resident expert on how investment and progression works, I guess my first question would be, how do I get the Taken Armor? How do I get the new Spectar line?
So the Taken Armor and the Spectar line are both available in the Sterling Treasure.
The Sterling Treasure box?
Yes.
Okay, and where do I get that?
So you get that from a few different places. If you want to go take a look at your Postmaster,
Okay.
that's one of them.
All right.
Another place you get it is when you complete the level 41 Prison of Elders, the new match-made activity.
Welcome.
And from your first completion of the weekly Crucible activity.
Okay. Not to be confused with the weekly Crucible bounty, which
No.
is pretty intensive and takes a lot of blood and sweat. There's the weekly featured activity.
Yep, right on the top level of the director. You take a look, and you hop right in.
Bottom left corner, it's listed right there.
Yep, play around a control or whatever it might be, and you're going to get your Sterling Treasure.
Okay, gifted to me along with some legendary marks on the completion of my first game.
Yes.
Okay, so before I collect this, I'm actually going to preview the contents. So here's
Yeah.
my Sterling Treasure box. You can see here that I have a guaranteed item. So I'm definitely going to get one of these.
Yep.
Okay, and so these are the Desolate items.
Yes.
This is what will enable me to look like a Taken Guardian. And these look like vanity items.
Yes. They're.
These all drop at level 3?
Yes.
Okay. And then moving on to the Spectar items, what we've been calling inside Bungie the Chroma gear. So all of these pieces of armor, I'm kind of reminded of Sparrow Racing League, where
Very
we
similar.
had cool, fun armor that we were providing through Eververse, but they dropped at level 3, but I could infuse them up if I truly loved them and I could wear them in combat.
Yep.
So that's the similar idea here, huh? Okay. And then I also have in each box one of these possible items. So let's take a look. So we've got the I've got the Spectre Bond as well as class items for every class of Guardian. And then Vanguard Reputation Booster. Looks like we got 3 of these. Talk to me about
Yes.
these.
That increases the reputation you gain from strikes with the Vanguard, from Crucible activities with the Crucible, and from Prison of Elders with the House of Judgment.
Okay.
And in addition to that, we've also dramatically increased the amount of reputation you're gaining from Crucible matches, from strike completion, from patrol missions.
Okay.
So you're going to be getting these faction rank up packages far more frequently than you've ever gotten them before.
And the faction rank up packages are what are going to be the source of the faction armor that we just looked at
Yes.
during our little fashion
All
show.
of the Chroma enabled faction armor that we've been showing off is going to be available in these faction packages,
Okay.
not on the faction vendors.
Okay, cool. And let's take a look. We've got some fun new ships.
Oh, yeah.
And this ship, check it out. This ship has been takenized.
Takenated.
Takenated. Takenified?
Tooken.
Tooken? My ship has been tooken. There we go. Tooken ships. You heard it here first. So that comes out of the Sterling Treasure box, as well as some other ships. We've got a Sparrow that we'll take a look at. We're going to go on a little patrol here. And this is Chroma.
Yes.
So this is a new material that we have that we're adding to your inventories in Destiny, and we've got the 4 units right there. So there's a possibility that I will get Chroma from the box itself. Where else can I get Chroma?
The Sterling Treasure box is the only place that you get Chroma.
Okay.
But if you dismantle one of the Chroma armor that you get from the box, that will also turn into Chroma.
Okay. So this you can barely see it ghosted in the inventory there, but I have yellow Chroma on this armor. I have yellow Chroma on that armor. So if I break down the armor, do I know what Chroma am I going to get, or is it random?
It's going to be random.
It's going to be random. Okay, cool. Keep me guessing. All right. So that is what could be in this box. Let's find out what is actually in the box. I'm actually going to collect both of these. And where can I find them?
So they're going to be in your inventory in the consumables section.
Okay. Look at that. My HUD's been disabled.
Friendly reminder.
Friendly reminder that your HUD's been disabled. Please don't panic. Your ammunition is still there. So I have 12 Sterling Treasure boxes. So imagine a world post-April update. I've been making my appearances in the Tower of the Reef once a week. I've been playing my level 41 match-made Prison of Elders. I've been playing the weekly Crucible activities.
Yep.
I can start to open these boxes. This is a lot of fun, so let's enjoy this. Go.
There you go.
And I have blue Chroma and a brand new
Spectar hood.
spectar
Reroute to
hood.
examination.
Cool. So I'm going to take a look at my new hood. And I'm wearing the Dead Orbit helmet right now. I'm going to equip. Now that drops down my power level
Yes.
because this is a level 3 item. But I think it's totally groovy. I'm going to come in here and...
So you should probably infuse that.
you think?
Yeah. I'd
Okay.
say so.
We'll do that first.
But I'm not sure how much you're going to get. Let's see.
Okay, so let's. You know what? I'm gonna keep that. I think I will dismantle this one,
Yep.
and it's gonna cost me a little bit, but it's all worth it. Now I have a level 330 helmet going into a level 3 item. What do you think I'm gonna get here? Now that we're splitting the difference.
I don't have my calculator with me.
198?
When we place your bets, 198. You think
200?
200? Okay, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get like 175 because I'm just not a lucky person by nature. And
Oh.
look at that, it's 330.
Yep.
All right, so all theatrics aside, talk to us about what you've done here.
So now items that you infuse give light or defense attack 1 for 1.
So we're basically taking the stronger item and taking its attributes and using them to overwrite the weaker item.
Yes.
We're stomping, if you will.
No more tiny little steps. You get what you put in.
Okay. And now we'll take a look at the white Chroma node that I have here.
Yep.
So this costs me 1 unit of Chroma. I have 30 units of white Chroma. And I kind of liked the blue Dead Orbit Warlock. I thought
Right.
that complemented the armor set nicely. What do
The
you think?
blue looks beautiful with Dead Orbit.
Okay.
It's one of my favorites.
So if I'm gonna I'll activate this just so that we can see it. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. That's fly, but Dead Orbit is so monochromatic all the time. It would be nice to have a different color. So how do I go about doing that?
So rather than having to wait and try and get another helmet, we actually have this reroll node
Okay.
that is right beneath the Chroma node, and that randomly reselects what Chroma node is there. But
Okay.
you lose any Chroma that you've put in.
Okay.
So
So I just spent 1 unit of white Chroma to make my helmet look like that. I will be sacrificing that unit of white Chroma that I won from my treasure box acquired weeks ago.
Yep.
I don't get that back, but in terms of re-rolling this is going to cost me 100 glimmer.
yep, a little bit of glimmer.
But I'm not going to lose any of this progress.
Nope, you
If
couldn't.
I've upgraded this helmet, if I've unlocked all these nodes, the progress in leveling up the gear stays.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I get to keep these attributes, because this is really what people look at. And when you say, we don't want you to throw away a helmet you like in order to customize it. We don't want you to wait like, God, I wish I had a blue helmet with this much intellect, and
Yep.
and 37 discipline. So I just come down here, and I'm going to hit this. All right, so it's randomized.
Yep.
So now this helmet could be yellow. I hit it again.
Yellow
I get
again.
yellow again. Now I get red. I get red again. And now I get blue.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And I have 32 units of blue Chroma. I apply this to the helmet. And now I am the guardian of my own personal dreams. Good looking stuff. Okay. So you've got a lot of new gear for us to earn.
Yes.
I understand there's also some interesting new weapons. We've got the Taken shotgun, for instance, that was on the backs of our Guardians. I've got a lot of gear that I like. I still have Shadow Price, which is my favorite Year 1 legendary auto rifle.
Yep, I've got
where am I going to put all this new stuff?
The vault?
Well, here's the problem I'm having.
Lunar retrieval.
So I approach my vault. These are all my favorite Year 1 legendaries and exotics. I tab over. This is all my raid gear. This is all the stuff I want. And wait a minute.
Page 2 of 3.
That's
Page
right.
2 of 3. Nice. All right, so this is where the fun begins. I have a new vault space tab for weapons, armor, and general items. Let's take a look at what is in my brand new vault tab.
Ooh. There's your shadow
And
price.
there's my shadow price, but it is level 330 attack.
Yes, we
So-
have brought back some old favorites.
Some old favorites. Let's check them out. So this will be mine. I mean, my somewhere in a distant vault, my Suros regime is turning green with envy because I love the shadow price, and if it's a level 330 gun, I'm going into Iron Banner with this iron. This is going to be nice. What else we got?
My favorite.
Badger CCL is your favorite?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's new. And these weapons, we have them here in the vault as 330. But if I'm playing the right activities and I'm getting 330 gear, 335 gear, using the same infusion system, I can rank these weapons up to 335?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep.
So many paths lead to 335. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But for the time being, let's check out what else we got. Lord High Fixer.
Grim Citizen 3. That's my first legendary.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, that was a nice gun. I used that before I acquired the Shadow Price. So Grim Citizen 3. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one, but I remember using that in the Dark Below, I believe. We've got the Devil You Know. I did have the Swarm until I discovered Deviant Gravity A, courtesy of Dead Orbit.
Oh, I'm still getting killed by Zombie Apocalypse.
Still getting
in
killed by the
Crucible.
zombie?
Yep.
Yeah, the Zombie Apocalypse was definitely a popular gun. The LDR 5001 Sniper, the Longbow Synthesis Sniper, 2 to the Morgue Shotgun, and the Comedian Shotgun, which I think probably still has the best piece of flavor text of any weapon in the Destiny arsenal. And then we get into some of the different weapons that the Reef is providing us with. I'm actually
Yes.
going to grab this one. And how can we get these Reef armaments?
So these are given when you turn in your scorecard from the Challenge of Elders.
Okay,
Those are the high score.
cool, awesome. Okay, so let's see, we got the Postmaster giving us a treasure box every week. We've got new vault space to store all of the weapons that we can go out and get. So those Year 1 legendaries that you've brought back, where can I find that stuff? Is that just going to be on the vendors in the tower? Am I going to go get the Shadow Price for the same place I got the Shadow Price originally?
So those are going to be in legendary engrams throughout the game.
But they are not weapons that I can go up to a shelf and just purchase.
I don't believe so.
Okay. So get your engrams. Get those legendary engrams. All right, so let's come here to Eververse. Now that we have new fashions on display, of course, Tess and the gang is not going to be left out of the action. The first thing that jumps out is if I'm not satisfied with the rate at which I'm acquiring these treasure boxes, Shax will give me one every week.
Yep.
Varix will give me one every week. The Postmaster will give me one every week. If I'm just not a patient person, and I'm not, I can go in here and I can help myself to these as often as I would like.
Yes.
And as we can see, the items that we're acquiring here from Eververse are strictly vanity. So we will still have to get our own infusion fodder to make these items tactically viable, if you will. Looking good. And then we had mentioned before, the Taken emote works with any type of armor set. But in order to acquire it,
You have to have the full Desolate set.
Okay, so I can't even get this. There is no price tag on it, but I can't
Nope.
even get this until I have all of the pieces of the Taken armor, the Desolate line, if you will, for that specific class.
Correct.
Okay, cool. And then it's mine for free. I'm kind of reminded of the Sparrow Racing Gear had its own perk set. So when I had all of the official Eververse trading, the official League gear, and I put it all together, then it had the
Those cool lights down the side.
yeah, the blinking indicators. Okay, let's see what else Tess has. I'm going to preview these, just give you a little glimpse So we can go clubbing. So it looks like we had a little bit of fun on our mocap stage again. Talk to us a little bit about how these emotes are created, because I've heard that it can be a blend of motion capture as well as painstaking handcrafted animation.
Yes, I mean, a lot of times motion capture is a base, and then the animators will go back in and keyframe over the top of it to give it the extra emphasis and style it needs. And the emotes are an awesome system to let the animators express themselves.
As well as the players.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so much of what we do in Destiny, especially if we're in the tower or if we're in social spaces, is nonverbal communication.
Yep.
So true.
Mind blown! Or amazed in this case. This is another fun partner emote.
Yep. Find a ring somewhere.
Yeah. See, what you need to do is you need to find like a cliff or a spire. Bye-bye. And almost done, but I have to assume our chat audience wants to see the different ways in which they can praise each other. Or even just be like, man, I don't know. How do we do this? How do we beat this raid boss? I don't know. I think that's really the counter for any sumo move right there. It's just a swift kick to the face.
Unstoppable move.
And then finally, I do not recommend this. I do not recommend that we be rude to our fellow gamers, but it's the internet, man.
It's all in good fun.
It's all in good. It's all in good fun. And then if we want last year's fashions, if I want sparrows, if I want horns, if I want the SRL stuff that we enjoyed last December, you've bundled all of this into different boxes, and I can pull that stuff out at will.
Yep.
Cool, guys. Cool. Looking good. Look at that. My HUD's disabled. So let's see. We've talked about the new gear that's going to be available from different sources. We've talked about the new faction reward packages. I'm ranking up with Dead Orbit. I'm earning those faction reward packages from the vendor. I still have to go to the tower and talk to Iraq Jalal and get my new Dead Orbit packages so that I can equip that stuff with the Chroma gear. We've talked about the fact that the Postmaster wants you to pay him a visit once a week. Varix and House of Judgment has new boosters so that I can rank up with Varix more often and get the stuff that he has available. We looked inside of our vaults. We've seen everything that there is to see on courtesy of Eververse Trading. Anything else we want to do here in the Reef?
No.
No?
But we got some other stuff to show.
Yeah, so let's definitely, I'm going to return us to orbit. One more appearance by our helpful Reef moderator. So while we're in orbit, I'm going to take us on a patrol because there's still some cool stuff that you can talk to us about in terms of our weapons. We really kind of brought people to this stream to see the new fashions and to see the new gear that they would be wearing. But there's a lot of cool stuff that you're doing with the armaments as well, and we're going to go take a look at that. So I'm just real simple going to take us on a patrol of Mars, as I am wont to do. It's one of my favorite places to hang out in when I'm just sort of enjoying a good conversation and killing some time and some enemies in Destiny. While we are in flight to Mars, talk to me, if you could, about some of the different ways in which I can level up in the April update. Because people instinctively want to reach the top of the mountain.
Yep.
And one thing that is interesting is the most difficult activity in the April update is 330, right? Like the most difficult combatants that you'll face are 330, but I can now reach 335.
Yes. Some of the final round of Challenge of Elders will have 335 enemies you're going to be facing on par challenge.
Okay.
But the King's Fall hard mode, we're increasing the light of the gear that you're getting from there up to 335. King's Fall normal is going to be dropping gear up to 320.
Okay.
So
now I understand there's a hotfix we'll need to apply before the 335 gear will start dropping from King's Fall.
Yes.
So on the first day in the post-April update world, We're not going to go into King's Fall heroic mode and get 335 gear, but
You'll get up to 330.
we'll let you know when that starts dropping. So, so here we are in Mars. But before we begin enjoying ourselves, I'm going to turn my HUD back on. But tell me all of the activities in the April update that I can use. If you want to consult your notes, please do, because we definitely want to get this right.
Want to get it right.
Here are all of the activities that you can play as part of the April update that will give you 335 gear, because you have a lot of infusion to enjoy.
Yep. King's Fall Hard will drop up to 335
After the hotfix.
after the hotfix. Iron Banner will drop up to 335. Trials of Osiris will drop up to 335.
Okay.
Strike Uniques will drop up to 335. Exotic engrams will decode up to 335. Court of Oryx artifact drops, which you mentioned last week, will go up to 335. And of course, the trial, or the Challenge of the Elders.
Challenge of Elders.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So let's talk a little bit about this gun. So I just pulled this out of the vault. It is a reef armament that I would earn in the Prison of Elders. And this also has.
That's right. For the first time, we get to customize our weapons.
All right, so I'm going to customize this gun. Keith, help art direct me here if you could, please. I've got a white node on this.
Yeah.
That's cool. Kind of makes the gun pop just a little bit.
You can go a little sinister. You can go red. You could pop a little blue. You've also got yellow.
Okay, so I'm going to check out the yellow simply because that does kind of complement the color scheme of the reef.
And then the nice thing is then the Guardians get a choice to customize their weapons with their armor, or have their weapon stand out, or have an individual piece of armor stand out.
Nice.
So it's and it's all integrated in, so it looks nice and sweet, but doesn't get in the way.
Nice. Okay, so you've got a pretty sweet fallen weapon here.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites. This is the scout rifle.
And what would you do to trick this out?
I actually, to be perfectly honest, it kind of depends on my mood.
Okay. Well,
But,
you've got this red suit of armor here. You've got the white chroma.
So if I go matching,
Oh, nice.
or you can give it a little bit of. I'm going to go for red. Give it a little bit of a different look.
Okay. Looking mean, man.
So lots of different ways to customize our weapons with our suits now.
Nice. And let's say that you were wearing a full suit of Taken armor, and you had the twitch, you had the emote. Show us what you would wield if you were strolling through this public space.
Well, there's two different ways I can go. I go with the trusty Taken shotgun,
Nice. Okay.
or
Wicked.
Taken sword.
Check it out. Hold very still. I need to enjoy every little bit of this. Nasty. Look at the effects on that.
Yes. So it's a void sword, and it works with the normal sword mechanics and gameplay. It's just another option for players.
Check you out. Okay, you got one too. Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a collector of sparrows. So I'm going to pull this out. First of all, check out my new ghost.
Oh, that's right.
Where do I get that?
So that's going to be a Prison of Elders drop.
Which activity in Prison of Elders? Challenge of Elders or the new level 41 match made?
I believe it's a Challenge of the Elders.
Okay, so this available coming soon in Challenge of Elders. But what I'm going to do is summon my vehicle. Check out this. This is badass. It's got the new Sparrow Racing body, glowing in beautiful white. And check you out. What do you got?
This is the new House of Judgment Sparrow.
So you got a sweet Varix ride,
That's right.
and then you're like me.
Yep.
Dude, you shouldn't have bought the same car as me, man. All right, follow me. I want to see you put these new swords to good use. So we're going to bound across the dunes here, and we're going to go to my favorite farming bowl. Okay, guys, where'd you go? Where'd you go? All right. Did I save some for you? No, I didn't. All right.
We already cleaned up.
Did you clean up that fast?
Yeah.
All right. You still got some left? I'm sure we'll get some more enemies here in a second. Good God. You didn't leave. I turned my back for 1 second and you killed 16 Cabal?
Well, yeah, they're just standing there. All right.
It's showmanship, guys. You got to wait until I'm looking or it didn't happen. All right, let's go topside again. Here, follow me. Get a little bit more Sparrow action. Let me see the Varric's Sparrow one more time. All right, let's go hunting. We should have some bad guys up here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. All right, I got you all framed up. Activate swords. Go nuts. Good God.
Come on, bud.
Looking good, guys. All right, Guardians, friends in the audience. We thank you so much for joining us on stream today. You've got a lot to earn. A lot of new things that you're going to be able to put on your Guardian. And so we will see you in a post-April update world so you can start equipping yourself with these marvelous new fashions and toys. I'm Deej from Bungie. It's always a pleasure to have you, to visit with us on our channel, and to meet the hardworking, talented people that actually make your video games. It's my pleasure to introduce you to them. Once again, this is Art Lead Keith Bachman. Anyone at home you want to give a shout out to? Anyone you play Destiny with?
Oh yeah, my fire team. I'll be looking for you guys in April. Salut, Simon and Nico.
And how about you, Brenton?
Say hi to my wife, my brother. Played Destiny together.
All right, cool. Well, that's our show for today. So Brenton Woodrow, Keith Bachman, and also, of course, special thanks to our fashion show guardians who are strutting their stuff in the reef. Tune in next week because we will be here with designers from the Crucible to talk about some of the different ways in which the arena will behave. We'll be talking about some of the different changes to the sandbox. We have some subclasses going under the knife, as well as a bunch of different weapons in the arsenal that are going back to the workbench, always in pursuit of that elusive quality of balance in the combat sandbox. We'll also talk about some of the different quality of life changes that make Destiny a more enjoyable experience for all Guardians. That's all for our show today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope we'll see you next time.